Hello everyone. It's been a while. I've been covering for the last 2 weeks with allergy problems and everything, as you can tell. Um, However, we have some great news. News for me and for you. I will be playing two different games, which is Less Claudia and My Hair Light, which I'm really looking forward to doing. So, forgive me for a lot of the coughing because a lot of that is just pretty much getting out of my system. And I can't wait to start playing a few other games I actually did pick out where I really wanted to start playing. I will be continuing to playing Less Claudia right now. I just kind of stuck of where I'm at the moment. Um, Character building and whatnot and all that other stuff and getting the items and just consistently grinding for those items and just other things in general, which is very tedious work. But that doesn't mean I'm going to quit the game. If anything, I'll continue playing so. Right now, we have some news as it comes down towards Last Claudia. I'm all over the place with all this stuff, which should kind of will be coming out. Like I said, it's kind of pointless for me to review things like this. You already have like 7 to 8 other YouTubers is doing the whole scenario of, oh, Shift Kyle is going to be this and that. I'll leave that up to them. Talking about that, I'm going to actually try to pick him up. Probably not. Really just roll a couple of times and just call it as that. But where do I go from here? You know, like as for Last Claudia. Honestly, I have no idea. I really don't. I can't pass the story mode without, without powerful characters, and my characters aren't that strong. I've been working with the Zakitas, and it's not going very well. She's not a bad character, all means. I just don't really know what I'm doing. I've been doing a lot of research, and a lot of, like, pretty much all the pro players are just pretty much just telling me to grind out crystals. You get all these other subjectives, like these ideas or these missions, or people telling you to do certain things. It really isn't in depth of really what I want it to tell me. There's just so many ideas of other people building their characters in a particular way, or do I need to grind for an arc to get certain things? Should I level up an arc to its max level? Should I do whatever? Like, how are people hitting monsters really strong? Is it because of the counter of the unit, where light versus dark, they both counter each other regardless, so you get this bonus effect? Or is it because of fire versus water, and the water counters fire and it does bonus damage? People hit so hard in this game, and I just don't know how they're doing it. How can they get these items that they need without a particular thing? They could be pay to win. They could be a lot of things. This game is just not there entirely to be explaining a whole lot, or the pro players aren't explaining what a new player should be doing. The only thing a lot of these pro players tell you to is focus on the main quest and so on and so forth. Yeah, that's great. Focusing on the main quest doesn't really explain, because as you progress in the main quest, things get hard, and they get real hard real fast mid to late game. And it's really hard to do mid game, because if you don't have a certain thing to help you out with that mid game, you're done. It's over. You're not going to accomplish anything from here. People tell you to focus on to one character. Yeah, I've been doing that. I don't think it does a whole lot for me to focus on one character, which is what you need to do. Don't get me wrong. That is exactly what you need to do, because the things in this game, whew, huh, they can get real expensive real fast. Because when you try to branch out with this character, wherever you start at, right? Most people don't understand this, that you can pretty much do whatever with your character. That's great. I like the idea of that, but how does that help people, right? How does that get them further than they need to be? And Last Claudia is pretty much just telling you, hey, do what you want. Like, play the game as you want. Yeah, but people aren't going to play the game and waste their times when they get to that late game or mid game where things get really harder. A lot of people are going to be focusing on towards trying to get crystals or Maybe gold, because gold is really needed in your mid game. I want early game not as much, but mid game you definitely need gold because of the weapons that you truly need to pick up. They're absolutely needed. And a lot of pro players is like, don't go for gold, blah blah, don't go for gold. It's like, yeah, you need to go for gold. You have to go for gold. If you want to pick up items that can help you out, you need to go for gold. Gold is still needed. Everything in this game is needed for you to actually grab if you want your character to work. You need weapons. You need an arc. You need something probably from an arc. Or you need an arc's abilities to make a character. Or you need a certain thing when it comes down towards an arc. Or, hey, you need to branch out everywhere onto your character if you want him to be useful. See, all these things are still needed. It's not one particular thing. There's a lot of things that you need to be doing with one character, especially for a beginner. And let me tell you, I've been stuck for 2 to 3 months. Alright, not even 2 to 3, probably 2 months the least. I don't know about 3 months. I might be killing it with one character. I nearly got her done, but like I said, where do you go from there? Like, what's the point? You know, like, what else do I need? And if there's anyone that still is here and they're like at the end of the video or at least close to it, they could probably give me an idea like that. There's a lot of things that you could do with Last Cloudia, but the problem is with that idea, right, is that when you do Last Cloudia, and you could do a lot of things, you could build a lot of different ways, is it worth your time to build a way that you want to build and then screwing yourself later on in the game? That's the issue. Especially if you're a newbie like me. I'm a newbie. I've been playing for 2 to 3 months. I think saying 3 months is probably killing it, but I don't really know. I think I just want to say 3 months now to get an idea. But I would like someone to be like, hey, this is what I'm going to build, this is what I have, this is the arcs that you need, this is the character I'm going to use, and it's going to help you throughout the whole thing. Things like that help me understand the game a lot more than just figuring out everything on my own. Because a lot of these numbers and all these other stuff really don't make sense to me, okay? They just don't add up. I think I really messed up when I dropped Ziku's build and went straight into the new character, which I have right now. I forgot her name. Oh my god. But anyways, she's pretty much the tank right now for my group. But she's a very powerful tank. She could survive by herself because of her kit. She don't really need a healer, but a healer would be nice just to keep everyone alive. She doesn't really need it, but your group will definitely need it. But overall, yeah, I really do like Last Cloudia, but I'm very stumped of where I'm standing at with it, with all that. You know, there's a lot of things that I need to understand. But after this, we're probably gonna call it here, because we already did everything, and that's all I wanted to talk about today, at least for now. Have a wonderful day, and everyone, be safe.